Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Minister Maurice. The Lord has an awesome word for you today. He's saying that it's still yours, it's still going to happen. Each and every promise that he made to you, that it's still going to happen. There's some of y'all that, are in the spirit where you feeling like you're starting to have those doubts again. They're starting to creep back in as to whether you on the right track, or as to whether that business is going to take off, as to whether that idea is going to be really fruitful for you, does that new house really going to be in the greatest neighborhood for you. Second guesses about some of the promises that he made to you and the blessings that you walking in. He wants you to know it, that it's still him. He's still with you. He's still guiding you, and there can't nothing take that from you. It's the human nature for you to always have some sort of inkling of a doubt, but it's going to be defeated, it's going to be deleted every time as a child of God. That's the only difference, is that as a child of God, as long as you have flesh on you, you're going to be aware of the flesh. So the flesh is going to be trying to make you feel like, it didn't happen, because it didn't happen on your timing. So the Lord is saying it still happened, but it's going to happen on his timing. Everything has a season to it, and this is your season that everything is going to come to pass. And you're going to be looking back on it like, yeah, I did have that moment where I thought that wasn't it. I did have that moment where I really wanted to quit, but the Lord, he sustained me. He kept me through it, because this is what it looks like on the other side of better. Everything just suddenly clicks. Everything just suddenly works. God is saying it's going to happen for you overnight. You right there believing that you ain't made it. You came on this other side, and a lot of the things that were bothering you, he's already deleted those things. But then you still hear the little chinks from the enemy trying to shoot his fiery darts at you. But the Lord is saying that that's just that. Like, it just in no time is this going to be overnight, like literally. People are going to know about you on the world stage if you are trying to do any sort of thing that is going to help others. Anything that has to do with the Lord. Anything that has to do with carrying out his will. Because we are also in a season, for you children of God, for myself included, that, it's time to show that the Lord is in the world. He has called us forth to do that. He's called you forth to do that, to go forth bearing the torch in his holy name, so that the light around you will begin to just shine all the brighter, because whether you know it or not, you are the light of the world. That's what the Lord has called you to do, to be the light of the world. That's why he's blessed you. That's why he's doing all of these things. So it's natural for you to if you are the light, being the light, be aware of the darkness. But don't confuse being aware of darkness as your own darkness. Don't confuse naysayers who are saying that they can't do it. It's actually meaning that you yourself won't do it, or you yourself won't complete it, or you yourself not being blessed, or you yourself not walking in the blessings. And that's not the case. Don't ever confuse that. As the light in the world, everywhere that you take your light, there's going to be someone there that has to step back out of the darkness, because there is no relationship between the light and the dark. Whenever the light comes on, the darkness steps back. That's just as simple as that, is simply put. So you're going to begin to stand out as the child of God that you are, and you can receive that as a confirmation. The more that people come throwing at you what they can't do, or what they wouldn't do, or what you shouldn't do, the more that you know that you actually are a child of God. The more that you know that you actually are going to succeed at it. Because it's just people don't want to see you winning at the thing that they believe that you shouldn't win in. So you're not going to have anybody to balance that success off of. That's why the Lord has me telling you this right now, that, it's still him. That's why the Lord has me letting you know that you're going to get all this because you're blessed. All of this because you're chosen. All of this because he decided to do it for you. All of this because of your faith. All of this because of the time. You were born for just such a time as this, for just such this time, to go forth and show the Lord's mercy upon the world, to show the Lord's favor upon the world, to show the world what it really looks like to be blessed. For too long you've been down, and now that you're starting to fill up, it's just mind-boggling to some of y'all, the changes that's been made in your life. So even if you are still in the same neighborhood right now, it won't be the same by the summertime. Even if you are at the same job, it won't be the same by the summertime. Unless that job is the job that the Lord has shown you in your visions and in your dreams, and it showed you that that's what your future is and that you're right in place, then that thing is going to shift to something greater, because this is the season of greater. This is the season of better. This is the season of success of the Lord, not success of man. This is the season of favor of the Lord, not the favor of man. This is the season where the Lord has cut the light on like he flipped the switch, and now all the world can see it. That, oh my goodness, that's a man of God. Oh my goodness, that's a child of God. Oh my goodness, that's a woman of God. You know, oh my goodness, look at the way that they are living now. Oh my goodness, look at the way that they're carrying themselves now. Is that the same person from last year? And I'm talking about they got a new look, they got a new feel to them. I just can't really say what it is, but they know it in their souls and in their heart. It's because you're a child of God. They ain't gonna be able to withstand it sometimes, because the enemy within them is gonna hate it. But everybody else is gonna be in awe, because the favor of the Lord causes the favor of man. So for all of those who was on this, that the Lord had said was there, pretty much that needed this message, receive it in the name of Jesus, that God says that it is happening. This is your season. It all just happens on his time. It all just happens in his due time. And it's going to be an overnight success story for you. So you ain't got that much longer to wait. Your time is not God's time. His thought is not our thoughts. His ways is not our ways. So what we perceive to be taking way longer than what we expected, the Lord has already done it. And he's just allowing your mind to be rearranged enough to what you can perceive it, because he has said it. Behold, I've done a new thing. I have created a new way, a path in the wilderness. So that is what the Lord has done for you. That new way has come and it's here. So walk into that blessing and keep your faith, child of God, because without faith, it is impossible to please God. Faith without works is dead. So in this case, your faith is the only action that you need. Faith is an action word. Keep the faith, because it's going to be overnight when the Lord hits you with it.